Hey, welcome back. It's Kerbal Space Program. This is episode 6, and you're watching Candlejack. That come out kind of wrong. You're watching Candlejack playing Kerbal Space Program. So, I have some contracts I took just a moment ago to do some surface reading, seismic readings for this one, and this one, and pressure readings for this one. Now, I'm hoping these aren't too terribly far away because I want to drive the Rover over there since it's completely reusable and I think it's kind of fun to drive it. And I'm gonna stick a Kerbal in there and see how things go. So I might ditch this part and put another part in there or another cockpit in there just for another Kerbal to take along because as you can see, Jeb got some experience and Bob got some experience. And I'd like for the other two to also get some experience, Bill and Valentina. Just to get a little extra bit of free experience. So hopefully I can keep my finger off the staging button this time. I really wished I could disable this. If we turn it to 0, maybe if I hit it accidentally, it won't completely destroy everything. So let's save and launch. And I'm pretty proud of myself for this little design. I'm sure it's nothing, you either haven't seen before. If you've been playing Kerbal Space Program, I'm sure you've seen better. If you haven't played Kerbal Space Program, you probably don't think it's all that exciting anyway. But I'd like to go in here and maybe just see who is sitting in the front. Uh, Looks like Bob's sitting in the front seat. So Bob's driving. I don't know how Jeb feels about that. He may not like it. So let's head over this way. Might come down in here. I think it's kind of neat. I'm kind of a junkie for this sort of thing. I like spin tires. Unfortunately, spin tires did not go as far as I wish it would have. But I like watching the suspension work here. And spin tires is something that I may bring up playing again. It's a fun game. I enjoy it. I think it's a fun little game to play. I do have some videos from when the game very first come out, when Spin Tires was just brand new. It just come out. I have a couple of videos. You can go back and look at those if you care to. It's a fun game. I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, it had a lot of problems. It ran into a lot of problems, and I'm hoping that I'm not fighting over this sound. I really kind of need to adjust it. I think it might be a little loud. I watched the videos and it doesn't seem that way, but when I'm hearing it, like it's really loud in my headset. Of course, I do have a little bit of audio adjustment on because I'm using OBS to record. So I've adjusted the game audio to be a little negative, and I've adjusted my microphone volume to come up a little, so maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. But anyway, Spin Tires was a very fun game. I liked it. I think it had a lot of problems. Um, it didn't really go where I wish it would have went. Uh, it didn't get a lot of updates. There was not really a lot of add-on content from the developers. It really just kind of fell on its face, and I don't know what happened there. I suspect at least from what I've seen, it feels like from my point of view, of course, I'm just on the outside looking in, uh, that maybe the publisher and developer just didn't get along and things just kind of went downhill real fast. But you're not here to listen to me talk about Spin Tires. It's a fun game. I think it's an excellent game. I don't think it's worth $30. I don't think it's worth $29.99. I've obviously got my money's worth back out of it, but I'm gonna leave it here. If you can get it for like 10 or 15 bucks, it's definitely worth a good pickup, especially if you've got a controller. I've got a steering wheel. It works with the steering wheel. There's no force feedback, but it's still a fun game. So let's continue on our journey over here to this site. I don't know, where did it go? That's way over there. I need to take this, toggle this out here and log the data. So it says, go away. It says I've done them near this site, right? So near, I've done the seismic survey here. So I guess that's why that disappeared. So let's drive over this way and grab this one. Now this will be a pretty easy run of science. It's going to be a pretty good little test of this rover. I think it's a fun little rover. Let's go inside. That's pretty neat. You know, I guess you don't really need a HUD when you're driving around on the ground. But that's pretty neat. Look at all these little neat things in here, switches, knobs, and things. Do these work? Oh, it's a real shame. I'd be real nice if some of this stuff in here worked. I think I maybe remember a mod where you could actually work the things on the inside here. I seem to remember that. Maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly, but I really do seem to remember there was a mod that actually made a lot of the buttons and things on the inside actually work, which was neat because I remember a few times I was trying to land on the moon actually, or the moon, or I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced, but anyway, it don't matter. Back to my story. I get sidetracked a lot real easy, like in case you can't tell. I remember I was trying to land this whole time, this whole big old deal. I tried to land just from the inside view, but it had working monitors, and you could look around, and look outside. I don't know if Track IR works for Kerbal Space Program. Of course, I personally myself can't see it being real useful, but I do have it. If it did work, I guess it'd be kind of neat. So it looks like we've entered this place here. Let's slow down. We'll have to pop back outside. The brake button is B, and let's log the pressure data, the seismic data, the temperature data, and this. It's not going to get any science out of it, but looks like this is okay. And I'm missing something somewhere. Am I missing a site? Let's just enable the brakes. Do we have any lights? Oh, you can turn the lights on. Isn't that just neat? I know that contract's not complete. Is it complete? Huh. Yeah, seismic scan right here. Seismic scan's done. Alpha, beta, gamma site. It says it's done. Man, that was some easy money right there. Look there. It's $30,000 advance. 8, 16, 24. So that's $54,000. And you got another 53. And then, that's over $100,000. That's pretty good because you got 53 here. And you got, you know, 8, 16, 24. They're add in your 800s and your 30,000. That's a little over $100,000. That's a pretty good chunk of change. So let's see. Where are we going to go next? We got 2, 3. Got some places to go over there. I don't know where the other one is. I think they may be real similar. Let's turn the brakes off and get going. I think I'll go back inside. I'm really enjoying the inside view. Look, it kind of rolls around. You see the suspension working. That's pretty neat. I think it's neat. So, something I didn't do is I just put our antenna out. Of course, I guess we were having to, I guess we haven't had much need of it. There we go. I'll get her out there in a minute. But everything seems to be working. I guess because we ain't real far from Space Center, right? So, what's going on over here? Looks like we got some nice mountains. We actually think, I'm pretty sure, I looked at our shadow, it shows everything kind of accurate representation of the shadows. That's neat. I think we should get some science from the Highlands. Hopefully, I can drive up this mountain here and not lose all my power. Do I have plenty of electric charge? Hopefully, I don't have to stop and let the batteries charge back up. But if I do, I can always time lapse that or something. What's that say? Junk Systems Incorporated, Advanced Flight Instruments. Yeah, that says that down there too. Too bad, like I said, too bad these really don't work. That'd be kind of neat. I think it'd be kind of neat. Let's see what's going on, man. We're going pretty fast. Well, I guess we're going relatively fast for a rover. And it kind of looks like maybe we ain't really on the surface. It looks like, whoa, uh, we was in the air just a little. I could have got a crew report if I clicked that fast enough. Uh, it looks kind of neat, but maybe we ain't like on the surface. Looks like we're rolling slightly over, so like we're hovercrafting. Oh, excuse me. I had another yawn. I tried to take a nap today, uh, But the little dog, he's a cute little dog. He is. He's a pretty cool little dog. Uh, my wife went outside, and I was trying to take a nap on the couch, and he got so distressed because she went outside. I think they're like attached with an umbilical cord or something sometimes. Because if she's not around, he whines and cries and goes on, and I kind of feel sorry for him. And I was like, well, come over here and lay down with me, buddy. And no, he wouldn't have none of it. Mama left, I guess, and he couldn't stand it. She was outside, and he wanted to go outside because he likes to go outside. And sometimes we don't probably take him often out as we should, but sometimes we try to take him out. We took him out to Tractor Supply last weekend. He liked to go out and he smelled all the things, right? He's smelling, everything coming and going, all the new and interesting smells. He just couldn't contain himself. Uh, I don't know, just kind of sleepy, I guess. Oh, phew, dang it, yawned again. So, what am I supposed to do here? I'll just log all the data as soon as we get a pop up. That should. Why are we still on the shore? We're so far away from the shore that it shouldn't matter. And I've got a real bad habit. Like my thumb is hovering over the keyboard or my space bar on the keyboard. So let's go on up here. Shouldn't be too much longer. I guess I could have been, fast forward and there goes my thumb hovering over the space bar again. Uh, we shouldn't be too much farther. We got plenty of electric charge too. I guess these capsules have electric charge. So, yeah, they contain an electric charge. We can turn the lights on because it's getting kind of dark. I could have put some lights on this and run it around in the dark. You wouldn't be able to see nothing though, so I guess it wouldn't make a very good video. I feel like we should be able to get some science here. Like, isn't this a different biome? No, it's still shores. How far away am I on the map? Where am I on the map? Like I'm on top of this one, so let's do a few temperature, a seismic scan, and pressure data. And we didn't complete any of these. It looks like, so maybe we're not close enough. It looks like I can turn towards this beta. Like beta is closer. There's alpha. That's gamma. Delta. Well, I guess we are closest to that. We should be close. I guess it's just maybe right over here. We'll go up the hill and maybe pop into the different biome. And if this drags on for too much more, I think I may just cut it and do like I did last time. I might just run around and complete this, so you don't have to sit here and watch it. Maybe you enjoy hearing me talk. And I should just keep rambling on about things that don't matter. But I don't know. I don't know. You ever seen a rover like this? Like if you're watching this video and you've not seen anything like this, which is entirely possible because I tend to build like way off the wall goofy stuff. I just like to know. I think it's a neat little thing that I built. I just sometimes I actually come up with brilliant ideas, or maybe not brilliant ideas, but things that just happen to work. So did that get this? Yeah. Okay. So now which one are we near? It's like we're near gamma. Gamma and alpha will be close. So I might go run over here and hit delta first, and then I come back and grab these because they're relatively close. So anyway, I think real soon, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to do Kerbal Space Program, and I'm gonna do Farming Simulator because I want to get back in playing Farming Simulator. I got a personal map on Sandy Bay, which will be the map that once I start, it'll be the map that I'm gonna play on for my YouTube videos. Um, I really like Sandy Bay. Of course, if you're not interested in Farming Simulator, I guess ain't none of this gonna matter to you. But it's one of my favorite maps, and I really like to try doing the Kerbal Space Program and Sandy Bay at the same time. Now, some of these videos I'm trying to keep a day ahead, or maybe 2 days ahead, That way, if I had a bad day or I'm tired and I don't want to do something, I don't have to worry about it. Because I want to do a video day. Like, even if I don't feel bad, if I get behind, I'm doing a video day. Uh, 'Cause I'm trying to get off ground, trying to get things going. And I feel like I should at least be attempting to put a video out every day right now and try to get some things going because I think it'll be good. So I think what I may start doing is I work 6 days a week. Um, I get 2 days, like Saturday and Tuesday. I don't have to work a full shift. Uh, Tuesdays I leave at 12:30. I'm usually home about 1:30. Uh, Saturdays we've got a big sale going on. Not that it's that big of a sale or we're that busy, but on Saturdays we got to stay till 1 o'clock this Saturday, and we've had to stay 1 o'clock the last few Saturdays. Once that's out of the way, I'll be off at 12. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do enough of the Kerbal Space Program. I may start doing Kerbal Space programs on like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I can do a Monday evening and do Monday evening and Tuesdays, and then Tuesday I can go ahead and do one for Tuesday, and then probably finish one up for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I can play Farming Simulator and put Farming Simulator up Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then that leaves Saturday and Sunday to kind of open to whatever I feel like playing. I might play like a third game off and on. I might just play like a map and spin tires or something like that. I don't really know yet. I think it'd be interesting. Of course, I like playing a lot of different variety of games. I'm real big in simulator gameplay. Of course, I've got a wheel, T500, stock pedals, got a button box, got a shifter. Play a lot of truck sims, so I may do like a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday Kerbal Space program, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, uh, you know, farming simulator, and then I can do Sunday. I might just do truck simulator on Sunday and try to do enough videos. Try to do like on Tuesday on my half day, try enough Kerbal Space program. Go ahead and record that up, pre-record it, and have it come out, through the week. So through the week, you still get 5 episodes, and then I could do similar, like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I could probably record maybe a couple extra episodes of Farming Simulator and keep those up. And I guess better watch what I'm doing before I have a terrible disaster. But I've also got Take on Mars. I've been playing it off and on. It's pretty neat. So I may do like an occasional video on it every now and then. We're catching some pretty good air in this little thing. It seems to be handling it pretty good. I guess it's not overly heavy. I'm surprised that the nose doesn't smack into the ground all the time. And I bet if you had like an extra set of wheels on the front, that was almost a disaster. I bet if I put like an extra set of wheels on the front and the back, but lifted them up, maybe not put the attacher note on them, but lifted them up just a little so that they don't contact the ground while the other sets of wheels are on the ground, but they would be like an extra buffer to help keeping from the nose of smacking into the ground. That might be pretty neat. I guess it would help keep from any disasters, like if you run into way too much of an incline. I wish these had a little marker on them. You can activate navigation. That doesn't tell me how far away I am. Oh yeah, it does. Duh, right up here. Look there, it says distance in 500 meters. Turn left. 5 500 meters. Turn left. You ever use GPS? You know what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. We shouldn't even have a GPS because we ain't got no satellites up except for like three, and that totally wouldn't be enough to be for like a GPS. Yeah, well, game logic, right? It's fun. Let's act. Yeah, we want to go over this way. Says it's gonna take a minute. This didn't take too long. I got to ramble on about, stuff. don't really mean anything. I don't know. Maybe you just like listening to me talk. Maybe I just like listening to myself talk. But hopefully this ain't been too bad. And we're gonna get some funding. And once I get the space or the assembly building upgraded where I can do more than 30 parts, it's not such a limitation. I think we'll really start to go places and do bigger things because I'm not going to be so restricted. So that one paid pretty good too. I don't even know where it went, but that one it paid pretty good. Here was his contract for the satellite, which is what I was looking for. It paid, like I said, it paid enough for all three launches, and then plus my failed launch because you got, about $120,000, $110,000. I'm not gonna get real specific there. Where did that one go? That might be it. No, that's the one we just did. Here it is. I'm not done yet. No, this one should be done. Hmm. I know that thing's in here somewhere. I bet this was it right here. So, that's pretty good chunk of change. I need to figure out where these other ones are at. Like they may be on the other side of the planet or something. I don't see them. Watch, they'll be like way over here. Is that my contract? Like, how am I gonna get way over there? No, that's not it. Yeah, near the junkyard, and the junkyard's like on the other side of the planet. That's gonna work out real well. So I guess now I've got the contract like way over here on the other side of the planet. Super. What's it cost me to get out of this? Exactly what it cost me to get into it, but it's gonna take 19 reputation. So that's not very good. But I've got 4 years, so I guess I could always airdrop a Rover in or something later on. Let's just go ahead and recover this. So looks like that went pretty good. Oh yeah, look here, 600,000 funds. I think that'll be way more than enough. We got some science too. What did we get here? Completing any significant contract and researching 10 or more science points. Now, if you're wondering where this is, it's actually called Final Frontier. I get all my mods on CCAN. Uh, it makes it real easy. This is just a little Final Frontier mod. It gives you Kerbals, different little achievements. But we're $450,000 to upgrade. It's going to leave us $150,000. I don't know what it cost to upgrade this. 150. It's like we had 50 science. So can we do something with that? Yeah, 45 science to unlock this. This just looks like a bunch of adapters, an interstage, some struts, mostly adapters, which are useful, but not something I want right particular at this time. What's down here? Looks like some science experiments, which would probably be pretty good for helping us get some more science. Survivability is our parachutes, which that makes it kind of a rough decision. I like to start saving parts. Excuse me. I like to start saving parts. I do have stage recovery, so if you have no idea what stage recovery is, if you're familiar with it, you probably know what I'm about to say. But what it is like, say our solid rocket boosters, when I ditch them, when I stage them, and they fall back down, if I put a parachute on them, I can recover those. I can't recover the fuel it's spent, but like the worth, whatever the parts of that particular solid rocket booster are worth, I get that funding back because the game says, well, it had parachutes on it, the parachutes deployed, and it fell safely back, and we recovered it. I think it may or may not take in distance, uh, recovery distance. So, what to pick? I don't really know. Uh, hmm, a radial mount camera, some more antennas. But see down, where's the solar panel? See, there's a solar panel there. It's a 1x6. So we got some different solar panels, which I think would be important for getting to space. So now I don't have a part restriction. I'm pretty sure I can get to the moon, no problem, because I've already been there with the part restriction. Uh, I think I can live without advanced survivability, and the best thing to do would be to pick up basic science. So what I could do is pick up basic science here and load up a bunch of these science experiments and take them into space around the moon and grab quite a bit of science. And I may fling one into like deep space just because I can. And see, this altimetry sensor, I'm pretty sure that will unlock some contracts for remote tech, or not remote tech, dang it, for ScanSat, uh, because this will let us scan Kerbin and it'll let us scan the moon and other bodies. So it sounds like it might be a good idea for me to just like grab this one and then build a rocket and put some different science experiments on it, and maybe do like a set one up in the polar orbit of the moon and set one up in the polar orbit of Kerbin, and go ahead and start this scanner and get some science. And that way we can quickly gather some other science real fast to unlock some of these other nodes. $50,000. That's gonna hurt. So down to $100,000. But I think we've done good. This episode's turned out real good. I've got a contract that I can't quite complete just yet. Uh, I probably could, but man, that's a long way driving. I'm not even sure if you can drive there continuously. So I think your best option is to build like maybe a large airplane and then fly over there and then drop a rover off. But that's going to be a while. I see a low resolution scan of Minmus. So that's going to pay quite a bit of money. That's $124,000. So I think I'm going to take that. I think like this may be a good point here real soon to leave off. Uh, I don't know. I don't know how long this particular video I've been recording for. I guess really need to get me a timer. I think I'm gonna build like a little basic probe here, and we're gonna load it up with science, and I'm probably gonna leave off right after that. And I may play some. I hate to do a lot of playing off screen, but I feel like here in the last few videos, I ain't really done anything interesting. So I think what I may do is play a little off screen here, set up some satellites, put some satellites into space. Because it's not going to be anything super interesting or exciting. I'm going to put a satellite around Kerbin. I'm going to scan, do some science, and put some satellite around the moon, scan, and do some science. And I'm going to do the same thing for Minmus. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here in a little bit, maybe right after I build the rocket. And then I think once this one's done, I'm going to go ahead and do some things. Maybe a little. I don't know. I got to decide once this video's done what I want to do. I hate to do a bunch of stuff off screen. Because it feels like maybe you'd be missing out on something if you're kind of vested in it, and all of a sudden I've just got stuff in space and you didn't get to see nothing what was going on. But then, on the flip side, I don't want to bore everybody to death, bunch of boring launches over and over again. So, I think I'm just gonna call this one. I'm gonna call this one out once I get this built. So I'm gonna build a little satellite to scan around Kerbin. So I know I want some fuel tanks, some RCS fuel. Actually, let's not put these here. That's the thing with RCS fuel. It doesn't have to be directly connected to the rest of your rocket. It just kind of works. Regardless of where the fuel is and where the thrusters are, it works. So it doesn't really matter. And see, these are 0.7 charge a second. So I think what I'll do is put 4 of those on there. And I've got plenty of batteries. So I think what I may do if these will fit without looking goofy, and they won't. But these will. I can fit those on there. So you got 4 of these. So that's 400 extra electric charge. It's not really that much for 4 parts. Even though I don't have a part limit, I'd like to keep it, at least under 50 parts. So I think I may just go with more solar panels. That's probably overkill on the solar panels. I think I'm gonna put a larger. What's this look like? Huh? Get up there. I ain't never seen this before. Start deployed. Start retracted. What's the description? Okay, it's a relay antenna. I don't think I really need one. Right now, I've got a bunch of, what's this, 3.50, 250, 150, 20. So that's way, way, way more. The high gain antenna is quite a bit more. And these are like reach everywhere, just about. So I think I may just stick a few of these on here once I get a little further along. So that's RCS fuel tank, but I need the actual RCS ports like that. I don't need any engines at the moment. I will shortly, but not right now. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and yeah, I think I'll do it about a similar way I did the other one. There's not a whole lot of fuel. That seems awfully long for like no fuel. I guess because it's such a short around part, because it's, what is it, like half the height of this, basically. But because it's so small, I guess the weight is very low. Yeah, it's not that much. So I think what I'll do is put bigger antenna on the front right here. And I think we can fold them. Yeah, we don't need that many, but I think four is a good number to take. Well, maybe not four. Let's just go with two. Let's turn them down this way. I think that's okay. Well, we can maybe take these up here. No, because you can't put that right in front of the RCS ports. And then this is also right in front of the RCS ports, unless I do three and turn them like that, maybe. I still don't like that. What if I do two? I think two's sufficient. We can scoot them up this way. Scoot these up this way. And scoot that back up this way. Like that. So now it's not in the way. And once it folds out, it shouldn't be in the way of the RCS ports. It may block these solar panels, but I suppose that's trade-off. You gotta give something up, right? It folds nicely up against this tank. And I feel like maybe, once this is a small round fuel tank, I feel like maybe I could stick some more fuel right on the top. So that's a really small mass, but there's not a lot of fuel there. And it's kind of big. So this one's got 54. So half of that would be, well, this one. That makes it too big. So I think what I want to do is put the engine down here on the bottom. I think we'll go with this one. That way, well, maybe not, because that's like ginormously huge. And am I constricted to that one engine that I've already used? It looks like it. So I'll put that there, and I can put a stack separator on it, and then I can put our payload coverage here. I'll bring that up like that, and then close it up there. So what'll happen is we can get rid of this, and then that'll leave just this. And I think that's acceptable. So what are we gonna call this? Before I forget, I actually need to put. Is that under science? It's under science. I almost forgot. We need to put this on here. You know, somewhere. Is that sticking out? Hopefully it's not sticking out. It's sticking out like a hair. So figures. It's still sticking out just a little bit. So I guess I'll have to go up like that. Okay, that was the primary thing that I wanted to put on there anyway, right? Uh, That seems like abnormally large. Like, is it really that big? Like, does it have to be so big? What is it? Oh, it's because it's the Science Junior radial and not what I thought it was. Which I thought it was. Will that stick out? Yeah, that's going to totally stick out. I stuck it on the very top, but I don't need it. I really don't need it right now. There's the Science Junior in a. That's okay. I think. I think I can do without that. I thought I was going to load this up with science, but here we're already up to like 23 parts, and ain't done much other than talk about nothing. Basically, why I built this rocket. So that's okay there. I think I'm gonna finish it up real quick. It shouldn't be too hard to finish because I'm gonna work off about the same principle that the other one used. Three of these tanks, which I need to look and see. This tells you the maximum orbit is 500 kilometers. So really, I only need about 250-kilometer orbit. So this ought to be way more than enough to get us where we want to go. So we got 5,500, 5,500 EV in vacuum. Atmosphere is 3,800. But I'm going for polar orbit, and I'm really bad at orbiting. So I think what I'm gonna do is just slap some big old SRBs on the side of it, just make sure I get where I'm going. I may not actually put solid rocket boosters on the side of it this time. We're getting a little expensive, but this one's not coming back down. I think it's going to be worth it in the trade-off of the science. So I think I'll put some radial decouplers here, maybe like 4 of them, and think what I'll do. I don't think I need a double tank because that'd be way too much. So let's just take this and put that there and do it this way. So we'll put four more of these around like that, and I want to kind of even them up so it looks nice. I'll take that down there just a step. I'm gonna take it out just a step. Maybe not out just a step. Maybe just like that right there. That's good. And we'll put a nose cone on it. And I might rotate it in like a rotation. Just a little. Can I rotate it? Yeah, rotate. Just a little. No, that's too much. I want to step it like very little. That's kind of like very lot. So let's not do that. Let's just do it like that. Now, I don't have to have engines with as much thrust here, but the extra gimbal range will be nice. And if it's a little bit more efficient in the atmosphere, this is 285 and that's 280, so it's not that big of a difference, but for quite a lot of a difference in thrust. But it has a quite a bit larger vectoring range. It's got a bit more gimbal to it, which I think will be worthwhile. So I want all these engines down here in the bottom. And then we're going to get rid of this engine cluster here. And then we'll get rid of that and get rid of that. And then that'll be up. So this would be our first scan sat for Kerbin. So that's a good name for it. I think that will definitely get us where we're going. Because we're 5,800. And I had to get the other one. What did it have? It's 7,200. So maybe not. Maybe I need to do something a little different. Maybe I should put an extra tank right up here on the top of this. Just to be sure. And we don't have any struts. So maybe I shouldn't do that because I feel like that's going to be wobbly around. I can always put an extra tank here. But for whatever reason, like if you separate these, like it now magically has way more. I guess because just the way it's calculated. But I want to be safe, make sure I have enough. So I think I'm gonna extend the tank down one tank. I'd rather spend a little extra money and have one launch than not spend enough money and have to launch it more than once. Let's see if we can eyeball that about straight. Of course, we can't. We're off just a little. Up, up. Yeah, it's close enough. Now it's showing 6,600. This way shows 7,100. 6,600 is good enough. If I got any space left in this, I guess I could take and add some more fuel if I had like a radial fuel tank, but I don't. Like if I could just squeeze just a little bit more fuel in there. I might be able to squeeze more fuel in it that way. How much fuel is it? That ain't enough fuel matter. And neither is that one. So let's just put it back like we had it. I think we're okay. We're not too bad over the part limit. We're 50 parts. I think I'm happy with that. I think we got way more thrust. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. Um, I'm not entirely decided if I'm gonna show these next few launches. I think I will since I've showed everything else. Um, I don't know. If you watch the video and you'd like to see it, let me know. If you watch the video and it don't really matter to you, you know, let me know. So if you liked what you've seen so far, give me a thumbs up. Tell me why you liked it. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Tell me why you didn't like it. If you want to see some more, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate your time. I hope you're having a good day. If you aren't having a good day, I hope things get better for you. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. And I'll see you on the next episode. So you take care.